Welcome. Today we're going to go through some of the changes that have happened with TPT with the latest update and how that may affect your existing products and also some of the features of the new ones. So if you look at, there's been some changes recently on the main store. Some of the images and things are larger. But what's changed now is actually what we see in each of the individual. This is the new layout. So this is a product I uploaded this morning. So it uses all the features of the new layout. So what's changed from the old layout is now all the thumbnails are very large and prominent at the top. And I think that's a fantastic improvement. Nice and visual, but I'll explain that could make a lot of transition and a lot of work for existing store owners. We have the product title there at the top, the price, who the store owner is, and number of followers. Obviously you can download as well. The information we've got is specs, what age group it's actually aimed at, the main subjects, standards. This is when you select standards, and the tags. And what's included is how many pages, what format it's in, and approximately how long the seller resource believes that it will take to, on average, to actually complete this resource. The descriptions are much clearer. They've all been brought up higher, and you'll notice as we scroll down, the buy button remains at the top here, which is a fantastic feature. And also as this QA reviews. Normally these used to be there and they would separate basically your product with your description. Now, once you scroll down, obviously showing you're interested, they will appear. Same sort of format going through and most information that was there beforehand. So this is a brand new product. One of the things when you do now click on preview or click on any of them, it takes you into this enlarged window. We've got a nice download preview here at the top. And then we've got nice expanded images or thumbnails. Previously, these were quite small and hard to see. Now what you put on there has a lot more relevance, a lot more importance. And if we keep scrolling, it automatically goes into a PDF. Some people like it and others people dislike it. I actually like it because all my PDFs are generally a one page. But if you get a multi-page PDF, it will just keep scrolling down through. So I think these are good changes in regards to me being able to communicate what my product does for my buyers. So we just get out of the preview window there. But at the same time, it's going to create a lot of additional work. So if we have a look at one of my very older products, which I haven't updated, actually I've gone through and updated the formats and details. Essentially, it's just a thumbnail, copy my product and my PowerPoint cover, which I just scanned and whacked it up in there. And then I've got my guided reading sort of arrangement for that. Now, that's not very inviting when you compare it to the new preview format. You've got to do a lot of work. Now, if you look at my in-between products, this is one I did last year. Once again, the previews are quite different. You see all the products, but I'm not really communicating on the new format like I do on my new covers, what is actually included. They can visually see it. Like, okay, we've got Egyptian pyramid here. Social classes, we've got a PowerPoint and we've got a lesson plan there, but it's not really communicative. Also for these ones, I do not have the PDF preview file providing more details like I do on the other one. This is obviously a job I've got to go through and it was on my cards to do, but I've got to go back through hundreds and hundreds of products and update them so I can take advantage of the new formats. We're designing now our product pages. We've got to actually put more effort and time in to your previews. And I said in a previous video, previews or the thumbnails is essentially what will convince the person to buy in many cases. That visual, we're visual creatures, we can see what's actually on offer. So what I've gone around and done is create a new standard template to do my previews for my different products. And what I'll also go back and do, and one other change is, so we'll do recent buy, do by rating. So this one here's got a few ratings. And what the changes of this product is, because it's got feedback, it's now these are shown at the top. It's a double-edged sword, of course, with everything, because what could happen if I get one with there's lots of fires, which is really nice of people. But if I get a disgruntled customer, see if I can find one. This person here, if I put on that, I see it's really nice to us, TPT. They didn't put this the customer who purchased a product and they felt it wasn't worth the time. In this case, I've provided feedback and made adjustments based on their feedback. So feedback is always a positive. So we're all learning together to see if we get more of them. I don't get a lot of reviews. Apparently someone put on TikTok that if you give a review and credits, so always encourage people to review. So that's got 4. This one's got 1 5-star review, no description. So obviously there's a criteria in there. There you got to have maybe at least 2 reviews. I've got one who's got 2 reviews. As a seller, we need to go back and fix up our resources to adjust to the new format to get these style of thumbnails, because we want to be able to fill that visually in for our buyers when they come in and look at our different products. Hopefully you found it useful, and like I said, questions below, do it. I will do a future video in a couple of days and post in a week or so about how I design my thumbnails and the evolution of my thumbnails. Until then, keep up the good work and subscribe and put questions below. See you soon.